Here, local poultry farm. Welcome to this other exciting episode of the Farm with Us, where we get to answer all your questions right here at our farm, Mia Local Poultry Farm, located along Fort Potro Road, Chenjojo District, in a trading center called Rui Valley on 0705 958 172. That's where you're going to find Mia Local Poultry Farm. Don't forget that whenever you need 1 day old chicks, 1 month old chicks, fertilized eggs, those hens at a point of lay, those roosters for serving your birds, if you need farm training, we told you that we do farm training, even if it means bringing your farm managers, your farm workers to stay at our farm for as long as you want. We have enough accommodation. We have very good feeding schedule. They will be there, they will learn, they will enjoy, they will get to know how they set the brooders, how they treat those birds, how they detect if those birds are sick or not, and they will learn a lot of things, both preventive medicines and the chemical medicines for curing the different diseases in the hens. They will get to know how they handle these 1 day old chicks. You know, these chicks come when they are very fragile, so these guys will learn everything, how to handle them up to 1 month, how to mix their feeds, how to mix the feeds for the adult chickens, and what have you. Now, why are we here today? We are here today because we have a question from Rachel. Now, Rachel, thank you for watching. You also didn't tell us where you're watching from, but I believe you're doing good. I believe you want to start local chicken farming. I don't know whether it is local or not local, but your question goes like this. Hey Mia, local poultry farm, can you tell the difference between the female and the male chicks when they are still at day one? And also, what would you recommend? Local chicks, or I go for the Kuroilers? Okay, so she wants to know, should she book the local chicks or she would like to book the Kuroilers? Like we told you at Mia Local Poultry Farm, we only deal in local poultry. However, I will tell you the difference between the Kuroilers and the local birds. Okay, now before we get to that, you wanted to know how you can tell a female and a male chick at day one. Rachel, my dear Rachel, it's impossible. Okay, I don't want to say it's impossible. Maybe there are machines that can do it and we don't have them yet in Uganda. However, with your bare eyes, when a chick has been hatched out of the egg at day one, day two, 1 week, you may not be able to tell the difference. Okay, mark my words clear. You may not be able to tell the difference. I too, I cannot tell the difference between the 1 day and I cannot tell the difference between the male and the female when these chicks are still at day one. Okay, now how do you tell? What you do when you buy these chicks, when you come to our farms, when you go to other farms and order for 1 day chicks, they will give you, let's say you order for 100 birds, they will give you birds. They will just give you 1 day old chicks. Now, at about 1 month, you can start telling that this is male, this is female. Okay, 3 weeks, 1 month, coming to 1.5 months, then you can tell really that this is male, this is female. Now, usually what we do when you buy chicks, you don't come and say I need females or I need males when they are still at day one. No, what you do, you just buy the chicks, and we usually tell you that we give you usually we consider them being at a 50-50 ratio. What do I mean by this? When you buy 100 birds, we assume that the males are 50 and the females are 50. So they may not be exactly 50. These ones may be about 55, the other ones may be 45, okay, and vice versa. But the ratio is usually close to 50-50. Now, I think I have answered you on that question. Now, the other one, you want to tell the difference between the Kuroilers and the local birds. Now, Rachel, one thing you need to understand is that these birds are almost the same. If I gave you a Kuroiler and someone brings a loco and they put them there, you may not tell the difference. Some people used to say that for the Kuroilers, they have big feet. Yes, that is true, but you may not tell. It's like if you're selling like two TV sets, they put here one TV and another one there. Then you can tell the difference that this one looks better than this one. But if they showed you one and then after some time they bring another one, you may not tell which one is better than the other one. Now that also applies to the chickens. Okay, if they gave you a local bird today and they remove it, they bring a Kuroiler, you may not tell the difference. Okay, but if they put two of them there, you may, I'm just saying, you may tell the difference. Some people may not, but you may tell the difference. In most cases, you see this comb here, for the local it's too reddish, okay, and for the Kuroiler it's a little bit pinkish, but that is not enough to tell the difference. Like I told you, if they bring the Kuroiler alone, you may not tell whether it is too reddish or pinkish, and if they brought the local alone, you may still not tell that same difference that I have told you. Okay, now how do we know a bird is a Kuroiler or a bird is a local? Now in most cases, one difference, one advantage, one thing you need to know about local birds is that local birds, when they lay eggs, they sit on them and hatch them. The Kuroilers don't. Okay, that is the first characteristics that you're going to tell this is a local bird and this is a Kuroiler or an exotic breed. Okay, I think we are together at this. So when it lays eggs, it will sit on them and hatch them. That is for the local bird, because for it, it's meant to do that, to hatch its own chicks. Now for the Kuroiler, it's not meant to hatch its own chicks. If it lays eggs, you'll have to get these eggs and take them to the hatchery, or what we call the incubator, and hatch these eggs. Okay, so I want you to understand that very well. Now for all of you who have ever bought chicks, or who have ever bought local birds, or thinking they are local birds, and when they lay eggs, they just keep laying and then they stop and they continue doing their own business, you have what we call Kuroilers. You don't have what we call local birds. You know, many people have joined this business. Some may not give you the right information. Some don't know even what they are rearing at their homes. Okay, you go to a farm, they give you Kuroilers and they tell you that they have given you locals. Now you keep selling these chicks, these fertilized eggs to people. They hatch them, they take them to their homes, maybe sell them to other breeders, and they think they have locals. Okay, now imagine you have bought your 5 hens. Okay, you have bought your 5 hens, thinking when they lay eggs, these eggs that are fertilized, they are going to hatch them, and assuming each chick gives you about, let's say, 8 eggs times 5, those are 40 chicks. Now they lay their eggs, you wait for them to be sat on, and they are not sitting on them. And don't forget that these fertilized eggs go bad usually after 2 weeks or 14 days. Not exactly 14 days, it can take 3 weeks, it can take a little bit longer, but if you want these eggs to be hatched successfully, it's very important that you take them to the hatchery within 2 weeks, within 14 days. Okay, so within 14 days, these eggs must have gone to the hatchery. Okay, I think we are very clear on that, guys. Now let's again look at this local bird. When you go out there and you market to other breeders, you know, we told you that these local birds, we sell them mostly at 1 month and sell them to different homes. Okay, this one buys 10, the other one buys 5, the other one buys 20, 100, like that, and that's how we make a lot of profits. Now when you lie these people, that you have given them local chicks, and then they reach an extent of hatching and they cannot hatch their eggs, you have killed your own market. You have killed your own market, because whoever takes these birds and then cannot recommend to you another person, don't forget they're going to be talking bad about you. Every time they see your boys come and sell these chicks, they're going to say, these guys are selling us chicks that cannot hatch eggs. You understand? So all these 40 eggs are going to go bad, because not even one chick will come out, because these birds are not going to sit on these eggs. So it's very, very important to know the kind of chickens, the kind of chicks that you are dealing in. It's very important. Okay? So, Rachel, that's how we tell the difference between the local and the exotic or the Kuroiler. The local sits on its eggs and hatches them. The Kuroilers, they don't. They don't at all. They will just lay. Yes, the eggs will be fertilized, because if you have the roosters there, they will serve them. Now, after serving them, they will give you the fertilized eggs. But if you don't consume these eggs, then you need to pick them within the 14 days and take them to the hatchery. Now, the moment you have known that the chickens you have at your home are not local, they are Kuroilers, then you need to take them to the hatchery. In most cases, I tell you, when you don't have many birds, taking them to the hatchery may be a little expensive, transport, time, things like that. So what you need to do, okay, I think in the next episode, if you guys need it, you can comment in the comment section below. You can send us WhatsApp messages on 0705 958 172 and tell us if you need us to show you how you can hatch these eggs locally at your home, okay, even without using the hens. So we have a way how we can hatch these eggs locally, okay, not so many eggs, about 50, 60, 30, 20. We shall show you a way how you can hatch these eggs using a tire, okay. You can only use a tire, maybe some other things, but you'll use a tire to hatch these 30, 40, 50 eggs without taking them to a hatchery or without giving them to their hen that laid them. So I think if you guys comment, if you get about 5 comments asking for the same, then we shall do that video. It will be our next video tomorrow. But for now, we beg to stop here. Me, a local poultry farm located in Chenjojo district, River Trading Center, okay, along Fort Potro Road on 0705 958 172. That's where you're going to find us. Call that number if you need the 1-day-old chicks, 1-month-old chicks, those fertilized eggs to go and make millions of money at your home. I told you, poverty should be kicked out of Uganda, okay. The government is doing its own business. It's doing what they can do to give us enough peace, security and everything. Then you also need to go an extra mile, okay, and do something for yourself. If you need money, no one is going to come to your place, no one is going to come to your home and give you free money. No, you need to be creative. You need to start up something. Join the local chicken farming, join the local poultry. Call us on 0705 958 172 and we shall train you. We shall give you all the trainings you need. We shall give you all, we equip you with every knowledge that you need to succeed in this business, okay. I told you, when you deal in local poultry, this is a long contract business, okay. It's not like the broilers or the Kuroilers where you need to sell them after 6 weeks or 3 months. No, here when you start this business, just know you're going to get money for the next 2.5 years, and our profits are calculated every week, okay. Every week it's happiness, happiness and happiness. I'll stop here for now. I love you so much. Bye bye.